Damn it, I hate YouTube. Okay, start stream. Yes, I want to start streaming my events. Yes. All right. Starting up now. Jesus Christ. What's up, YouTube? How's everybody doing? This is your boy Reg in the building. I got my people Try and Ash with me.
No.
What's good?
Yeah. Album you're about to review tonight. This is an artist you guys might not expect me to review, but I'm always good for surprises once in a while. And it's Jhene Aiko's second studio album, Trip, released in 2017. Man, this album cover, man, just judging from the album cover alone, y'all should know what y'all about to get into. Yes, sir. So, yeah, Jhene Aiko. She's basically y'all. If y'all don't know who Jhene Aiko is, she's like a R&B singer, alternative R&B to be exact, with the pop side and shit like that. Um, I like I usually start. How do you guys get into Jhene Aiko's music?
Um, I got into her music. I was watching a video. I remember she did a video a long time ago with Childish Gambino, and like I guess there were like a couple in the video, and they went away to this island,
Yeah.
and they ended up it was like a monster on the island, and like the monster had killed Childish Gambino. It was a weird video. I forgot the name of the song, but it was like from one of his earlier projects. And then when the Sailing Out mixtape came out, I listened to that and I thought that was dope. And when she was on the Omarion song "Supposed to Be" with Chris Brown, everybody knows that song.
Oh God.
Talking about getting that ass paid out, you know.
Oh Jesus fucking. I'm gonna get into
That's
that. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that.
that was really like my introduction to her. I kept hearing like I remember seeing, I think it was like a Soul Train award show that she performed on, and I thought it was like she had like a live band with her, and I thought like she sounded well with the band. Like a lot of artists can't really perform with a live band, but I thought she sounded dope, and then I started hearing like rumblings about her like being compared to Sade, and I've listened to her first album, what was it called, Sold Out, something like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dope album, and then this one. So I was just start like gradually starting getting into her music like a couple years ago. Plus she's cute too, and that was just my introduction to her.
Okay. You can go, Ash.
Okay. I got introduced to her through hearing her song "The Worst" a lot because I was wondering who is this girl here? Like, because every time I kept hearing, I was like, oh my god, like who was she? And now I know who she is. And there was another song I heard off of her I want to say her debut album that I kept hearing a couple of times. I forgot the title of it. But of course, I also saw her on some award shows and all that other stuff. That's how I ended up getting into her.
All right, bet. To me, with Jhene Aiko, you know, coming to Central and shit like that just exposed me to like a lot of different kinds of music. Like, and so I was just getting into that whole alternative R&B, like around that time, the Frank Ocean and stuff like that. So Jhene
Hmm.
Aiko's sound had like that little peaceful kind of ordeal. Like that one song she came out like, I don't need you, I don't need that shit right there.
Yeah. The worst.
The
That's
word,
the
that's the song.
worst.
At
Yep.
first, at first that shit got on my goddamn nerves. Like the chorus, like it got on my fucking nerves at first, but then and I'll be real. It kind of I liked her music when I was going like when I was little before. Not little, but y'all know what I'm getting at. But it
Yeah.
was just the choruses that got on my nerves and shit. And I'm gonna talk more about that once I talk about who Jhene Aiko is. So Jhene Aiko, very for those who don't know who she is, she's a singer born in Ladera Heights, California. If I'm not mistaken, she's mixed with Native American, African American, German American, and Jewish descent. You know what I'm saying? And she's also has Spanish, Dominican, and Japanese in her too. Cause yeah, man, she'll get accepted by anybody. So basically, she started her music career by appearing on a few like vocals on B2K and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, her sister is Mila J. By the way,
Right, Mila
yeah,
J.
Mila J. Yeah, that's her
Mm.
sister. And
Yeah,
so she got influenced because of the fact that she appeared on a couple of B2K's music and stuff like that. Um, yeah, everyone in the world knows who B2K are and shit. So I'm not even gonna get
yeah,
into that.
Mm.
And so she appeared on a couple of their music videos. And what ended up happening was she had recorded an album in 2003 called "My Name Is Jhene" through Sony, but she kind of got into some creative differences. She got into some creative differences with the label Epic Records, and so they shelved the fucking album. And she kind of took a break from music. You know what I'm saying? So in
yeah,
2007, she returned to music, and she got into like the whole mixtape craze and stuff like that. 4 years later, she had dropped the Sailing Souls mixtape in 2011. I never really heard that whole mixtape, so don't quote me on. Don't ask me how it's like. And then she appeared on a couple of other people's songs, and it wasn't until 2012 that she met No ID. Now, if you guys watch this channel heavily, you guys know I mentioned No ID heavily. With Common, the Jay-Z album, so on and so on. Dope producer, very a dude that deserves more respect than he deserves, in my opinion.
yeah.
And so there was just a match made in heaven because the first song that she came out with working with him was Sail Out. And around that time too, she was touring with Nas and Lauryn Hill, getting her name more out there and shit like that. And so the debut EP Sail Out came out in 2013. That's like Ashley mentioned, The Worst. That was a big song around that time too and stuff like that. Um, and she actually became it was actually her first solo release in the charts because it peaked at number 11. Um, so then around this time too, she was working on her debut album Sold Out, which came out in 2014. Which I didn't really hear that whole album and stuff like that. But I know around that time that they had this one song called "Post to Be" with Omarion and Chris Brown, which pretty
Mm.
much was like her breakthrough to like a lot of people, and I fucking hate that song with a passion. Like just the line alone, you gotta eat the booty like groceries. Like get the fuck. And everyone, it got to the motherfucking point. Everyone kept saying eating ass like groceries, eating booty like groceries and shit like that. Like, no, I'm not gonna eat your ass like some goddamn groceries. No, no. So like ever since I heard of that shit, I just got tired of that shit. And it's like whenever the motherfuckers had like a meme or a gif, they always pick that motherfucking line. That motherfucking
Right.
line, but that's enough of that.
Mm.
And around this time too, she was kind of like having like a little interest. Her personal life kind of got more interesting because around this time she had was working with Big Sean, and they formed a group called the 2088, which their debut
Mm-hmm.
album came out in 2016. Believe it or not, that was actually a pretty dope album. I did like that album. Believe it or not.
That was the.
hmm Around this time too, she was married. She actually got married to Oladipo Dr. Genius, Amisher. Because this is what always tickles me about these surprise when they reveal that they were married on March, and
Mm.
around this time they divorced like about 5 months later or some shit.
Right.
Mm.
And also around this time too was what really set it off was the fact that her brother had died. Her brother had died and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
and that was pretty much like the trigger point when she was got in this huge depression and whatnot, and she kind of found like the main inspiration for this album was pretty much Big Sean because Big Sean pretty much a lot of the songs she wrote like a lot of love songs and poems that she was sharing on Twitter and stuff like that. So with the thing about the thing about the Trip album was the fact that it was not really no promotion with this album. She just kind of announced it because if I'm not mistaken, that was released the same day as Rhapsody's Layla's Wisdom, which dope album. That review is definitely coming soon. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir. So that was released on the same day, and I listened to the album. I was kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to Jhene Aiko because just pure, just curiosity what the album was because the album cover just drew me in, and so
Right.
that's where we're here at right now with the trip. All right, so I think like the only singles this album was released with was "While We're Young" and "Sativa." You guys should know what's. You guys should know that song "Sativa," big song and shit.
Mm.
Mhm.
Producers include Jhene Aiko, who's an executive producer, Katrina Taz Askew, okay, Fist Cuffs, Amir Johnson, Benny Blanco, Cashmere Cat, Dr. Genius, dope producer, Frank Dukes, John Mayer, yes, the same John Mayer, the pop rock singer and stuff like that. Very dope artist, by the way. Julian Quan Viet Lee, Key Wayne, Molly Music, dope artist right there too. Mike Moore, Mike Zombie, No ID, Noah Cadistre, and Track Girl. And okay, but guest appearances include Big Sean, 2088, which pretty much was her and Big Sean. I just felt it was kind of weird how she had a song with scheduled as Big Sean and another song with 2088, but oh well. Sway Lee from Ray Shrimmer, Corrupt from Dog Pound fame, Dr. Chill, who I want to say that's her father, if I'm not mistaken, Namiko Love, who is her daughter, who appears on some of her music time after time, Mally Music, and the vocal Bible herself, Brandy. All right, so 22 songs. Yeah, are y'all ready for this?
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. Now, if you guys are just got in a bad relationship or you guys just are in love and stuff like that, this might be the review for you. If not, feel free to come back to the next review. Um, Track number one, LSD. Just judging from the song right here, you can already tell what it's about to get into. It has the theme of the album where, oh, and around the time too when she was working on this album, she took a trip. I want to say to Hawaii, or she took some trips to Hawaii, and she got exposed to like psychedelics throughout this whole album and stuff. So just throwing it out there.
Right.
LSD theme, like she's talking about, coping with her brother's death and one day seeing him in heaven, like all in some, LSD hallucination and whatnot. I felt like it was a nice way to begin the album. Very heartfelt, very heartfelt and whatnot. I love this intro. Yeah, that's one more I can say.
Definitely nice way to start it off. It has like wind chimes starting off the song, and it's real atmospheric, real melodic. When she's singing, we were halfway to Hana. We did some shrooms and we smoked marijuana. Came all this way to escape all our problems. And you know what LSD is, a drug,
Right.
and can be deadly. And you know, I think there's mixed messages with this album. I mean, I know it's based off of what she was going through in her personal life,
Yeah.
and there's also, well, we'll talk about that after. There's also a short film to go with the album
Yeah.
where it's all about her brother dying and everything, and I felt what she was going through with this album. Like, it's real personal, more personal than the first album. And from the first track, you get that sense of like she's going through something, not just as an artist but as a human being. So that's what I got from the first song.
Okay, got you, got you. Very well said right there.
Yeah, this was a great way to start off the album. I didn't know she was dealing with so many personal stuff until I was reading a little bit about her sometime yesterday and all that. But it's just like with everything from the wind chimes and the vibe of this intro, it's just feel like she's getting away from everything, getting away from like the chaos in her world or whatever. And and I guess she was trying to find a way to deal with her brother's loss, which I didn't know. But yeah, this was a good way to start off the album.
Right. Yeah, I didn't even know her brother died. I mean, I knew she was going through a lot of shit, but reading up on this album and stuff like that, it just kind of gave me a new insight on this album too, which I'm gonna talk more about once I finish reviewing it. Track number two, Jukai. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I think I am.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Jukai. So this was produced
Hmm.
by Fisticuffs, who I feel like Fisticuffs definitely has some of the best beats on this album, in my opinion. I want to say that's like her main producer too, one of her main producers. And so
Yeah.
with this one song, she's kind of influenced by like her Japanese heritage and whatnot. Influenced by her Japanese heritage and shit, and it just gives you pretty much an insight of her mind, pretty much and shit. You know, very solid song. I do
Right.
like this song. Love the beat to it. It definitely kind of I can tell it just kind of reminds me of some Sade-ish kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Just some of the visualized concept, like when she says, "Hell is not a certain evil. Hell is the other people, or the lack thereof, and their lack of love, and their lack of love. I tried, but my feet keep touching the ground. Touch the ground. If I died, would it even make a sound in the sea of trees?" Like that's some real shit right there on some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Oh,
Very dope track right there. Gives you just a dope introspective look on Jhene. You know.
right. Yeah. Jukai is it has many. It means a few things in Japanese. It's a Buddhist Zen term for understanding that our happiness is tied to the happiness of others. There's a darker side too.
Mm-hmm.
It means like sea of trees, another name for um Gahara at
Right.
the base of Mount Fuji. It's a known popular culture in the suicide forest. Now, if anybody's seen that horror film, the Forest, the movie was based around those real mountains that people when they went to die in those mountains or whatever. So they basically took their life in those mountains. And it I could like I said, like you could tell that she's going through something real personal with with the lyrics that you just recited. And I thought it was a dope song. Like I like the bass line, I like the guitars. It's a real like Spears, stripped down track. And just the whole meaning of Jukai. I just think it was like a dope song, and the way that she flipped it was dope too.
Facts, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely feel that. Definitely felt that shit right there. And I
Yeah.
gotta look up more about that Jukai stuff because I'm kind of intrigued on that.
Right.
I honestly had no idea what Jukai meant while I was listening to this album at all, and now I have somewhat of an understanding of what it means now. And it's like with the bass line, the guitars, and everything on this track, it's kind of like she's taking everyone like on a journey into her mindset of like what she's dealing with, and it's like, and on the other hand too, it's like it's like a like one of those songs that you can like zone out to, if that makes sense. And it's
Yeah,
just, yeah, that's the kind of vibes I was getting off this song here.
Right.
for real. Like this whole album is just like a zoning out album and stuff. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Um. So yeah, that's a Jukai. Check number three. While we're young. Yeah. Again, Fisticuff again returns with this one right here. Excuse me. Yeah, very dope song. You know, just captures the innocence of young love in a way. Very much love the dreamy beat that surrounds the whole fucking song and shit. You know, we all got to the point where, mm, damn, okay, we all got to the point where it's like we all fall in love when we're young and shit like that. We just capture the innocence of love, and then when they grow up, then that's when you see the true sides of them and stuff. But you don't even remember that, you know. But yeah, while we're young, definitely a dope song. Just yeah, very good song. Nice song writing right there.
And um with this song, it's also like a deeper thing that she was going through with it. Like she was in the studio with the fisticuffs one night, watching a documentary, and she said like her great grandmother was born in Hawaii, and her
Mm-hmm.
grandfather was Japanese too, and that's like a place that she always wanted to go. And
Right.
after her brother passed, it was like, you know, like she became interested in death or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she felt like going like again like going to the South Forest in Japan. It was like she was like, maybe people go there, and they just feel at peace, and that's why she wanted to take a visit there or whatever. But I thought this song is dope. It's one of my favorites on the album. It's real melodic. I like the beat by the Fisticuffs, the nice bass line, the nice background vocals by her. And where the part where she's singing, wanna lay with you, spend the night with you, spend my life with you. That has like a nighttime vibe to, like, you just like go cruising and then just throw that song on and then just like vibe out to it. And I think like a lot of the songs on here like reflect that. It has like a real like chill vibe about about like the whole sound of it, and definitely one of my favorites on the album.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Most definitely.
Yeah, this song is like for anyone who's, I guess, been in love and all that other stuff. And it's like 1 minute it's all exciting at the beginning, but then as time goes on, you be like, wow, I can't believe how far we've come and all that other stuff. And it's one, yeah. And what Try was saying too, it's like one of those songs you could just vibe out to one night somewhere, just chilling, whatever. I love it.
Yeah, man. Also definitely a nice choice as a single as well too. You know what I'm saying? Very dope choice. Track number four, Moments, featuring Big Sean, aka her boo at the time. Yeah, with this song right here, it's not it's not like one of my favorite collaborations that they've done. I mean, they've done better collaborations, but this one's pretty solid as well too. They were working on this one. They were in Hawaii. Originally, it was supposed to have been on the 2088 collab album, but they just put it on here and stuff like that. Go figure. But yeah, pretty dope song right here. Jhene Aiko, Big Sean doing their thing.
I think they work. I mean, I never been a real Big Sean fan. I always looked at him like he was like a Midwest version of Fabulous. But uh, I think
That's an insult to
like
Sean.
I think for them it's like anytime they work together, they work good. They have like good chemistry, even on the 2088 project. And I like this song. I think it was a dope song. Her lines where she's singing, "These are the moments in time that we've been we've been waiting our whole life, and that we've been searching for all then through the night." And then when Sean comes on and he says, "I could put you to sleep faster than melatonin, us zoning, wishing I could freeze frame a moment." He had a nice little rhyme on there. I thought it was dope. Not nothing too out there for him, but I thought it was a good collab.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, this wasn't a terrible song, but it was one of those ones that was like a hit or miss with me. And I didn't know that her and Sean had a thing going on for for a certain period of time, and it was okay. It was okay. Nothing wrong with it.
Facts, facts. All right, so that was Moments by Big Sean. Now, moving on to the next collaboration, Ola, aka Only Lovers Left Alive. This is the much better collaboration between the two of them, in my opinion. This just has a pretty spacey, a very spacey feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Like some aliens, some fucking invasion of aliens kind of shit. And the reason why it has that view was the fact that originally it was supposed to be in like a lot more serious track, talking about the end of the world or whatnot, but it just turned out into like a party track, pretty much.
Right.
Um, Very dope song. I love the bass line. The guitars on this track was wonderful. Yeah, very dope song and shit.
Yeah, this is dope. It has like a skating rink type of vibe to it, like a 80s type of skate rink vibe. Real 80s, a nice 80s pop beat.
Mm-hmm.
real melodic. I think Sean was better on this track. I think his verse on it was better. He says, yeah, so sweet. I guess we the roses that grew from concrete. I can't even picture you without me. That's too sad to see, like a pick of my beat. I thought that was a dope, mentioning Mob Deep. And then you hear like the DJ like toward the end of the song, and he's like, calling out all the couples to get together, and I thought that was dope. Like it's like a couples type of song,
Right.
real innocent, and definitely one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, well said, bro. Well said.
Yeah, I like this song more than Moments, and this is one of my favorite songs off this album, and I love the beat and I love the bass line of this, and the chorus is catchy, and I wish this was a single, to be honest with you. Like, I don't care if they would have made it like on the pop charts or whatever. It's just something about it that's a feel good track to me. So
Yeah, this would have most definitely been a single, if in my opinion and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely would have been a single and shit. Yeah, I see we got a new person in the chat. Her name is Selena, talking about she loves this album. What's up, Selena? Welcome to the channel. Um, track number 6, When We Love. Mm. When We Love, When We Love, When We Love. Very cool song. Pretty much she wrote this song about, I want to say she bases off a divorce when it's talking about how after the first relationship fails and shit like that, she kind of shows us how she can find another love, and she's so quick to declare that person that her lover and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of what I got from that song is like, don't fall in love too fast. That's one thing I got from that song. So that's When We Love.
Yes, definitely a dope song. Nice pianos, nice melodic beat. Nice vocals by Jhene. I love the song, the verse where she's singing, "Don't lose me, don't lose me, don't choose me, and use me, and stay right by beside me. Don't don't ever deny my love." And then like when you get towards the end of the song, there's like a guy that's telling her like, "Yo, like come here and smoke this sativa with me or whatever." And the guy is like it's like having like a angel on one side of you and then the devil on another side, and like that voice in her ear is like a God telling her like do bad things, but she's trying to resist the temptation, and you hear that voice like throughout the album on certain songs, and he's like that's like one of the appearances he makes on it, and like telling her to get lifted with her, and telling her to get lifted off of the sativa and shit, and thought it was a dope song.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I fucking agree with you on that shit.
yeah, When We Love is one of those songs that I can relate to because it's kind of like, yeah, you've been in situations or been in relationships where you feel like, oh, that person you were with like was willing to lose you even though you loved them and did everything you possibly could for them, and this, that, and the third, and at the same time it just makes you wonder like, was that person really in love with you, or were just using you, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's what I got off of this.
Right, right. Very dope way of saying it, y'all. I found, yeah, very dope words right there, y'all. That most definitely. Track number 7, Sativa, featuring Sway Lee. Man, I love this song right here. Love this fucking track. Yeah, as soon as I heard this track, I knew for a fact it was gonna be a big single. Well, not like a big single, but I knew it was gonna be like a single and shit like that. Jhene and Sway talking about their love for sativa, which is like a strain of weed and stuff. Um, yeah, man, very dope beat. I love the chorus when he's like, smoking weed out of containers. We spend cash for entertainment. There's more where that came from. That's all I'm saying. It's me and you. We're making arrangements. It's you and me. We're making arrangements. Like, yeah, Sway Lee
Right.
definitely. I'm not like the biggest Ray Shrimmer fan like that. I mean, they had some dope songs, but I felt like Sway Lee definitely did this thing on this track. And I know there's a remix. The video version has like both members, rapping and stuff like that too. So I felt like that was pretty. I felt like that was pretty cool and whatnot. But yeah, Sativa, all my weed heads. I know y'all probably like that song right there.
Dope song. Now, I never been a fan of Ace Romage, but I know that they're like really big with the young generation. But I actually like Sway Lee on this song. I think he like he fits well on the chorus, and it has like a it's real trippy. It has like a real trippy, trap bounce to it. I like the bass line. The bass line is real catchy.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like what makes the song. Um, as well as the chorus, dope chorus. The lyrics that Janae sings you came through with that sativa indica. You having me stuck. You know just how to keep me up. Just a dope song. One of my favorites on here. Like I said, I've never been a fan of Ray Sharma, but I definitely think Sway Lee killed it, and he definitely makes the song with his chorus.
Yeah, man, very dope way of saying some shit like. Yeah, with the Ray Shrimmer, I remember one nigga said they were like the outcast of our generation. I'm like, no, no.
Oh
I'm
no,
like, y'all reaching? No,
not by a long shot. I'm sorry.
nah.
Uh,
Outcast.
Yeah, yeah. This is another favorite song of mine off this album, and I never expected her to work with Sway Lee from Ray Shremmerd out of all people. And I'm not a big fan of theirs either. Like some of their stuff is alright, but I'm not a big fan of theirs. But I just love the chorus and the bass line of it. And I low key had no idea what in the world sativa was until just this moment. I didn't know they were saying about weed. I had no idea what that was, to be honest with you, because I kept thinking in my head when I was listening, like, what is this?
Oh shit.
But I love this song regardless. So
Mm.
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, man, sativa, man, like that shit can kill you sometimes. Let me stop.
Oh Lord.
Shit. Alright. Track number eight. Track number eight, New Balance. New Balance. What did I write for this song? Right. Okay, so New Balance was pretty much like a love letter that of Big Sean that she shared on Twitter, like I mentioned in the intro. And yeah, this is pretty much the song right here. Overall, it was pretty solid and shit like that. New Balance was sentimental. Y'all should know about where I'm getting at with that stuff. So just her professing her love and whatnot.
yeah, I thought it was a dope song. Nice ballad. Pianos is nice. Beautiful singing by her as well. It has like a muffled type beat. The beat comes in like about like after 2 minutes. You know, um, I like her lyrics where she says, "Most of the time I'm fighting multiple voices residing in my head. Then there's you. You bring silence to my violent truth." And I think for the song, it's like you realize you haven't really been in love, but you want the love that she's singing about.
Right.
And at the end of the song, you have the guitar comes in. It sounds like Carlos Santana playing the guitar. No, I don't think he's on the song, right?
Nah, not that I looked up.
It kind of sounds like Santana on the song playing the guitar, but I think it was a real dope song, and it showcases her vocals and showing people that she can really sing. She's not no trap artist, or she doesn't need to use a vocoder machine. Like she can really blow. And I thought it was a great song.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about Jhene Aiko that she don't really get credit for. Like she can actually sing and songwrite and stuff like that too. So she never really got credit for that. But I just felt like with the Big Sean connection, people just look at her and
Yeah.
Big Sean, as one. But that's another story for a different day.
Yeah, New Balance. When I was first hearing this song, I honestly thought she was referring to the freaking shoe brand or something. Because I was like, wait, New Balance? What's she saying about? She's saying about some sneakers or something. But but yeah, I had to really, really pay attention to it, and it's like I kind of feel where she's coming from because like yeah, you're professing your love for somebody, and it's like you want it to be known. Like you don't, she didn't hold nothing back with that at all, and I didn't know she was saying how much she was in love with Sean, like on Twitter and all that. Because I would rarely be on there
Right.
like that, so I never known. But it was a beautiful song that I could relate to.
Yeah, no doubt about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking New Balance, pretty much one of the strongest tracks off the album in my opinion. But there's more to come. A lot more to come. But
Oh yeah.
track number 9, Newer Balance Freestyle. Um, a continuation of the previous song, so I'm not really gonna say too much about it because it's pretty much like a continuation. So I just want to say it was a nice transition on that.
Right. Um, yeah, I thought it was we are number 9. You were here, right?
No, no,
Yeah,
newer
Newer Balance
balance.
Freestyle.
The New Balance freestyle.
Yeah,
Yeah, newer balance.
I don't. Nah, I don't. I don't have that on the track. I didn't see that on the track listen.
not for real.
I thought track 9 was You Are Here.
Well, I think in some edits, I think they put like the New Balance and the Newer Balance Freestyle together in some
Yeah.
edits, so that could possibly be it.
Mhm.
Oh shit. I don't know. I didn't. I don't think I heard that one. That song.
Oh.
It's all good. It's all good, bro. Like I said, it was, to me it was pretty much just like a continuation of the previous track.
Yeah.
So that you ain't really missing anything.
Alright.
Yeah. Newer balance, like what you said, was just pretty much a continuation. I really don't have much to say about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the fucking Newer Balance and shit like that. Track number 10. Now we're at You Are Here.
Mhm.
You Are Here. This is pretty much one of the most eeriest and darkest songs off the project. As she was talking about the time when she was so depressed that she almost tried to commit suicide and whatnot. And this was all due to the fact that the relationship that she got into was pretty much like a double-edged sword. Like, there's a lot of crazy shit going on with this nigga and stuff like that. So, what ended up happening, she just contemplated herself killing herself. And I guess the guy that she's in love with was the fact that it's always there for her, which hence the title "You Are Here." But I could be wrong. Um,
Alright.
yeah, I like the line when she says, "Caught me slipping, I was tripping, and I almost gave up. Now I'm living in your vision. I don't want to wake up from a dream, lover. I'm in need of your. Please don't lead me on. You know I don't play that." Like the fucking Homie the Clown reference and shit. But um, yeah, man, very cool song. I love the dark beat within this song. Yeah, very solid track.
Yeah, real melodic track. It's real atmospheric, nice beat. Like to me, I thought she was singing about Big Sean. I mean, we know that he did her dirty or whatever. He cheated on her,
Mm-hmm.
and just like by listening to the lyrics, well at that time, they were still together, or whatever. But I mean, like now in hindsight, if you listen to those lyrics, you could say that she was, singing about him or whatever. But I think it's dope. My favorite part of the song is when she was singing "Hope You Are Who You Say You Are." Tell me that it's something special. Tell me you never felt it. Tell me I'm your new obsession. Tell me that you really are the one. If you aren't, who I thought, it will break my heart. So I mean, I basically took those lyrics and you could say like, well, she's talking about Big Sean because he wasn't really who he said he was. You know what I'm saying? Like in the beginning he was, and then like you come to find out later he's a piece of shit and he played it or whatever. But I think those are lyrics that anybody could relate to if you get with somebody and they did you dirty and you thought that they were this way, but then they show their true colors and they're not really who they said it was. So I think that's like a life lesson, like to be careful and who you give your heart to. And I think it's a dope song. Definitely nice chorus as well. I like it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is one of those songs that I like, but at the same time too, it had me in my feelings because it was like everything she was singing about is what I could relate to. I could relate to being in a relationship and pouring my heart out to this one person, and I thought everything was like all peaches and cream and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden turned out I ended up being heartbroken as well, and by the person I did not think would do that to me. But yeah, it's it's one of those that I guess if anyone really listens to those lyrics, they might shed a tear on. And surprisingly, I did not cry when I was listening to the song because I low key thought I was, but nope.
Mm. Yeah, we all go through that shit once in a while, but the best
Oh
thing to
yeah.
do, best thing to do at that point is just live and move on from situations like that.
Right.
But yeah, that was fucking what was that track? What was that track? You Are Here.
You are.
Yeah, You Are Here. Track next track we got is Never Call Me. This one is one of my favorite tracks because it features Corrupt, but unfortunately, Corrupt's only on the fucking outro. That was my main disappointment, and I was kind of like, out of all the rappers, she picks Corrupt. I was like, interesting. And don't get me wrong, I love the Dog Pound, but certain collaborations like on paper, it be sounding like kind of weird and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
yeah, man, like fucking Never Call Me, just her going ham on this nigga and shit like that. Talking about her former husband, Dr. Genius, who it's crazy how he did some work on this album as well too, but that's crazy. But yeah, and like they were secretly married and shit like that. And the reason why they really broke up, according to what I looked up, was the fact that he was always out and about, never really being there for her. I guess, especially when I think her brother was dying and shit like that, she found more comfort in Big Sean and whatnot. So, yeah, that's one thing I got from that. Like I said before, Corrupts on the outro, Corrupts on the outro
Right.
and shit, just spitting facts, spitting knowledge and whatnot. I like the line when he says, "Y'all forgive me if my voice sounds like that. I got rained on and shit, so I think my nose is getting stuffed up. So after I say what I have to say, I'm gonna blow my nose right quick." Um, he said, "All these niggas with this bullshit, man. Fuck these niggas, man. The 60s, we ain't worried about none of these motherfucking busters. You understand me? From the overhill to the front to the back, man. We pushing this line to D9. Like, nigga was just fucking talking and shit, but he was fucking rapping, if you got what I'm saying. But, yeah, that's one thing about the song. The Corrupt definitely did his thing with that one and shit. That's, Never Call Me.
I love Corrupt as a lyricist. I don't think he was right for this song though. Like, I mean, like the beat. Even if he wanted to spit on it, the beat is like a chopped and screw type of beat. That's something that I would like. Rather hear like Bun B or Slim Thug over. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the beat was for Corrupt.
Right.
Him just talking shit. He was basically like on a voicemail type of message, like just or talking about like, yo, it's okay, baby girl, we gonna fuck that nigga, fuck his people. You know what I mean?
You're
I
right.
thought it was dumb. I like the song because the song, it was nice. When the song starts off, it's nice vocal harmonizing by Jhene Aiko, and it's like I said, it's a slow down, chopped and screw beat. Nice bass line, has like some finger snaps in it. The lyrics where she's singing, why can't you just tell me the fucking truth? Yes, your mama did. She raised a fool now. What the fuck did you learn in that schoolhouse? And like I said, like I thought it was cool. I didn't care for corrupting it. Like supposedly she did an interview on the Breakfast Club a couple years ago. Supposedly she was a Crip. I don't know if she still is.
Oh
What?
God.
Jhene Aiko, a Crip?
Yeah, supposedly she's a Crip. Maybe that's the connection with corrupt.
Wow.
God.
And
I can't picture it. Yeah.
No.
I don't know, unless she was joking, but she did an interview where she mentioned that she's Crip, she's a Crip or whatever. But I didn't really care for corrupt on this song. I thought that it would have been better without him. but it was still a dope song, you know.
Mm. That's
Yeah, this is another one of those songs that had me in my feelings as well. And okay, when I was listening to it, I was kind of waiting for like, was Crow gonna spit a verse or something? But then hearing him in the outro, he does like come off as being a big brother to her, and I admired him for that because he really was speaking the truth. Like all these dudes here that I don't know, they ain't really feeling her like that. Like they busters, pretty much what you just said. Yeah,
right.
because like you're like he was telling her that she's a rare woman that any guy would be lucky to have, and all this other stuff, and like screw those fools that won't appreciate you or treat you right and all that stuff. So yeah, this is a good song. Like
You know what this song reminds me of?
what?
Y'all ever saw that one Boondocks episode where Granddad he dates his chick from online, and the chick was like a kung fu bitch, I want to say, and
Nah,
Tashina
I
Arnold's
remember that.
was the lady on the voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know that. So yes.
that's what this song song reminds me of and shit like that. The fact that Homegirl blew herself up and she was still fucking talking, it's like, girl, did you blow up or some shit? Anyway, yeah, you got like, oh man, they picked the right person for that shit though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what this song reminds me of. But other than that, that is Never Call Me. Now we got is Nobody. And Nobody, that's the song that Dr. Genius produced that one and shit with Fisticuffs. Nobody, that song is talking about insecurities that one feels over a relationship or finding new love and whatnot, or how you can overcome them and shit. Very dope, very dope track, very relatable track to say the least, you know. Yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, I think it's a dope song. Nice beat, nice melodic track. The lyrics where she's saying, "Since I was under the age, I've been under the influence of pain." You know, and it sounds like she's like, crying out for help. And she's like, yes, I'm aware I'm tripping. I'm here in this hell that I don't want to live in. I smoke on my own, I drink on my own. I know it's wrong. To people I know, they just want to know what's going on. And that's a clear cry for hope for anybody that's going through something personal, and they battling their demons, but they don't really want to reach out to their family and their friends. Like me and Reg talked about like a couple of weeks ago about like I had a friend that committed suicide, and he didn't reach out for help from friends or family. He dealt with like his father's passing, and took it hard to the point where he didn't want to be here no more. So I feel like that's like a song like this is like a song for help, like somebody that's crying out for help, but they don't really want to turn to anybody, but they rather like smoke the pain away or drink their pain away. And I like Dr. Genius. I know Doc from the collab album he did with Kid Cudi, the WRZD album. I thought that was a dope album.
Mm.
I think he's a real dope underrated producer. Um, then you got like towards the end of the song you have like the little voice in her head again, telling her to try this, do this for me. You know what I'm saying? That's like the little devil in her head that
Right.
she's listening to. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a dope song.
Yeah, man. Like I said before, I'm sorry about your friend too, by the way.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is definitely another relatable song for anybody who feels it like they really don't have anybody else in this world to turn to or anything like that. I've been in certain situations where I really did feel like I really didn't have anybody to talk to when I was going through certain stuff in my life, and then I guess dealing with the heartbreak I went through sometime this year and all that stuff. It made me feel like I I just wanted to crawl in a hole and pretty much not come out of that because of what I was dealing with. And I'm sorry about your friend, Try, because I know I have a cousin who lost a close friend of hers to suicide back in 2014 as well. So, but she was young too. She was real young, and yeah, this song, like, for anybody who feels as if they're alone in this world, you're really not. You know, it feels like you are in this cold world, but you're not. Yeah, this is one of those songs. It'll kind of be hard for me to replay again, even know how good it is. But yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very dope story. Very dope opinions, y'all. Um,
Yes.
Now we get into one of my favorite tracks of this album, "Overstimulated." Man, this shit right here, man. Like, it's kind of crazy because I think when she was actually doing this song, recording this, she was actually high off cocaine and Adriol and shit. And so,
oh,
yeah, and because I was like,
Wow.
because the way I was listening to this album, I was like, this song sounds so distinct from the other songs. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds so distinct. And I was like, looking up, I was like, that explains because she was on the cocaine. She was on cocaine and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I said this is a drug
cool.
album, this is a drug album. Like, she was on LSD. She was on cocaine. She was on weed. Like, what wasn't this chick on when she was recording this album? Right. But regarding of that, like, the very trippy beat, very nice song and whatnot. Um, and it's like you can definitely see like the sexual tension she's trying to convey within the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the line when she says, let me see what that shit is. Over here, overstimulated. Let's get one thing clear, bitch. I'm the greatest. You are not my peer. You are overrated. I know you mad I made it. I know you hate it. But I'm this bitch like, and if I'm my heart goes out right now. I think that's the only time you guys all hear me. You'll hear me saying I'm this bitch. So, so yeah, that's what I think about overstimulated. Just to just point it out. I think that's the only time you guys will hear me say I'm this bitch. So it's a first time for every.
Wow.
Alright, but regarding of that, overstimulated is definitely a cool, catchy little song right there. Again, I feel like that song should have been a single, but I can understand why it was not a single because, yeah, I can definitely understand now.
Is that the same song? I don't remember her rapping on that song.
She wasn't really rapping, but it was just the way she was. Her Asian accent was way. She was kind of
I
rapping.
mean, cause like, it was like real like melodic and real trippy, and like she's singing, took you without looking. Now I'm looking up. The side effects. Pick identifier. Said I should be dying next. My regrets on my regrets. And then it's like you, you just said that she was on drugs when she did the song. Is that her screaming at the end of the song?
I want to say
yes.
yes. I want to say.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it was it sounded like a drugged up white chick. You know what I'm saying? And he's like screaming, no, help!
Nah,
Where did you get me?
Oh my
nah.
god.
Try. You know who
No.
yo try. You know who that was? That's that girl
Uh,
that was screaming at that Love Roller Coaster song from the Ohio Players and shit. Ah! Let me stop. Let me stop.
I didn't know who it was. Like when you just told me, I'm like, that can't be her screaming like that. Like she's about to die or something.
Hey man, cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's all I'm saying.
Crazy,
Cocaine's
man.
a hell of a drug. It can make you do shit you don't even know
And
you're doing.
even like, and then like you hear her screaming again, even on the next track on the interlude, the bad trip interlude, you hear her screaming again, like, "What
Yup.
did you give me?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck?" Like, I hear
Yeah.
him.
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Yep. Yeah, man. Like this because this is the part of the album when the trip goes bad. I guess especially if you taking
Yeah.
Yeah.
LSD and cocaine at the same time. Like, damn, Jhene, what the fuck?
Oh God.
Crazy.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
But at the same time, it's real though. It's real because there be some motherfuckers that be faking it. I'm not gonna say no name, but there be some motherfuckers that be faking it on wax about how much drugs they
Right.
do. But I'm not gonna say that on wax.
Exactly. I mean,
Mm.
I'm surprised she's still alive. Like, if she's like taking cocaine and all this other shit, it's like she's still alive.
Right.
You know,
Shit, I'm surprised
it's
Keith
crazy. Lay off
Richards.
the drugs, kids. Kids do not do LSD.
Exactly. Don't do drugs. We're not promoting drugs on this review. It's all
No,
entertainment.
stick with weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, sativa.
Okay.
Just stick with sativa.
Don't even do that.
No.
Oh
Mm-mm.
shit.
Oh gosh.
But I got you.
Overstimulated. What a very trippy song. Because I mean, I knew this song had to be something dealing with drugs. I already figured that out the
Right.
minute I heard it. But I didn't think it was gonna be to the point where I was literally hearing her screaming at the end. I'm like, whoa, what the? She really did experience a bad trip. Like, oof.
Jeez.
I'm like, what? Because she's one of those people you would never expect to, I don't know, do LSD and cocaine at the same time. I'm surprised she ain't go as far as to take crystal meth or something. Like,
She probably
mm.
did.
Oh god.
She probably
Yeah,
did. She
but the
probably just
fact
didn't
that
say.
she's still alive after experiencing all that is short of a miracle.
Oh
I'll
shit,
just say
man. But yeah, like we said, y'all don't do drugs. If you want to do something, just stick with weed, and that's not a drug. Just let y'all know. But yeah, that's
that.
crazy as hell.
That's the
Like
lesson of the day.
you said, what?
I said that's the lesson of the day, kids.
Mm-hmm. All right, and so like y'all said before with the bad trip interlude, that was like pretty much her screaming because she's feeling the effects of the bad trip. That kind of reminds me. I have a story actually. It's been a while since I told a story. And I had a friend. He was dating this girl that was doing LSD or some shit. And
Uh,
I'm gonna call him nameless, but his name is DJ. And
Mhm.
basically, he date this girl that was LSD. And one night he was going to chill with her, and she used to talk to this nigga that was a fucking plug or some shit like that. And so next thing you know it, she said she smoked weed with the nigga. And while she was tripping off LSD, and he's gonna break up with her while she was on LSD or some bullshit. So, and next,
God.
yeah, like, and that's why I never would have done mushroom LSD. Hell no.
Yeah.
Next, you know, you might think you're watching SpongeBob, and watch when SpongeBob just gets all disoriented. Oh shit. Next, you know, you'll
Oh,
see
you know what that reminds me of?
what.
There was this one episode of Family Guy when the family had to stay inside because there was a bad storm outside,
I already know
and
what you're talking about.
Brian had some drugs, and he took some shrooms, and then he got all messed up, and Stewie
Yo,
had to pump his butt down. Like,
yo,
Oh,
that episode that was like one of the last great Family Guy episodes I remember just regularly watching and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
But
yeah. 'Cause
I
I
didn't
was
like
like,
the
oh my
ending.
god.
I didn't like the Meg storyline like that though. But
I mean, she been holding that in for the longest because the family treats her like crap. So
oh yeah, like that part was good. But then at the end when she's like, you know what? I think I'll be the family punching bag. I'm like, what? Like
you
what?
still gonna take that? I'm like, no, no,
Right? And then they
no.
be like, stupid bitch. Like, yeah, I love you too. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, oh my, and that's why I stopped watching Family Guy. It just got too stupid after out of nowhere. It just got too.
Yeah, it got too stupid and it got too gross and
Oh,
getting weird and
gee,
yeah.
like I just saw an episode where Peter and Chris got married.
Ew. I did not watch that.
Oh, but yeah, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, Bad Trip Interlude. That's what.
I ain't like it.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. I don't know. I feel like the second half of the album got weird. Like after I'm gonna say like after track 10, that's when like the lower half of the album it got really trippy and really like weird and more focused on the drugs and everything. And the screaming and everything. I'm like I didn't care for that. You know what I'm saying? Like that could have been left for the movie or whatever she did.
Mm.
You know?
That could have been a nice like intro to a video, low key.
Right. You know, like she's tripping off with the cocaine or the LSD or whatever.
Right.
That's how she could have started off the short film, but I didn't really like care to hear it on the album. You know, I just feel like that should have been the intro of anything. You know.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yeah, Bad Trip. I was like, oh shoot, like where is this album going now? Like I didn't know what to expect. Like, is it gonna take a turn for the worse afterwards?
Yep.
I didn't know what to think.
And I don't know, man. It's like with this album, like I said, I think that what it really intrigues me about this album so far is just the raw emotion of that shit. Like, and like I said, how niggas just be faking like they be on that drug shit, but at the same time they're trying to be cool with the in crowd and whatnot. But you can really see a female or somebody just going through, like reaching a breaking point. I think that's what really drew me about this album. But let me save my breath.
I agree.
Oh yeah, 15. 7 more tracks left. 7 more tracks. So. Whew.
14.
We almost there.
Oblivion Creation, featuring Dr. Chill, like I mentioned before, was her father. And you said that he did some work with Kid Cudi too, right?
No, I was talking about Dr. Genius.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they have like a side group called WZRD.
Okay.
And I think the album came out in 2011. I remember hearing it. I actually like it, but it's out of print.
Oh wow. I'll definitely check it out. I'm not like the biggest Kid Cudi fan like that, but like I said, his first 2 albums.
I like it's not I think that was more introspective for Cudi because he was also dealing with depression like Jhene Aiko and dealing with drugs and he put himself in rehab. It's different. I feel like all of his stuff is different from.
It was like 1 minute I was listening in one ear and it was going out the other. I don't really remember much of this song here.
I feel you on that.
I like it. I think it's like I said, like it's a trippy song. It's real. The beat is real sparse. You know, where she's singing there's no loving without losing, there's no living without bruising, there's no limit, no delusion, sweet oblivion. The world's a fucking mess. It's gone to shit, and now I've been a part of it. I may have started it. And then you have the Dr. Chill guy. I didn't really care for him. I think he came on two other songs. He came on this song, and there's another song he came in on at the end. And I feel like he just fucked up the whole vibe of the song. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she didn't really need him on the song. I mean, you said that's her dad or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know that. So I mean, I don't feel like just to throw your dad on a song, at least like it could have been better. I feel like, but I feel like he messed up the vibe of the song when he came in because like the sound of the song and the whole like tone of it changed when he got on the song. I just feel like that wasn't needed. Like she could have put him on like an interlude or something. I feel like he messed up those 2 songs.
Oh wow, that's true. By the way, Try, I think I don't see you on the video. By the way,
you don't see me?
No, I don't see you.
No.
I see you all though.
Yeah, because I think it was my OBS just reconnected out of nowhere. I was trying to figure out if I lost your shit though, but I just don't. I hear you, but I just don't see you.
That's weird. My camera's on.
That's weird as hell too.
Shit. You see me now?
Still don't see you.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh wow. You want me to sign back in?
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right, but yeah, Oblivion. You know what this song kind of reminds me of?
What?
Some shit from like Sade's Love Deluxe album.
How?
Cause like I always felt like Love Deluxe was like a lot more like very atmosphere. It was like a lot more atmospheric than like a lot of Sade's works, especially when she hit that chorus like Oblivion. Like when she does that shit, I just had like a Sade vibe from that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like it's like, I mean, this whole album is getting real trippy at the moment, but you know, fuck, shoot. Okay, I'm calling try right now. But yeah, let me see what the next track is. Psilocybin Love in a Full Effect. I don't know if I'm saying that shit right.
Psilocybin? Psilocybin?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Psilocybin love in full effect.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What I wrote for that song, pretty much. What I wrote for that song was she calls it like that because the psilocybin is pretty much like a plant that's known for like healing and whatnot. And so, Try said he's back. Okay.
Uh,
So like, while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna say it's pretty much known for like healing.
Y'all see me?
Do we see you? Uh, nah, I don't. I still don't see you.
No.
no.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I see y'all, but you don't see me.
Yeah, I don't. I don't see. I can literally just. What the fuck? Yeah, cause it's showing like on the screen now. It's just showing the whole. No, I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna try calling both of y'all again. Actually, give me 1 second. I want to try something.
Okay.
Give me one, just a quick second. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. My apologies, everybody. Try something. Join call. Lord have mercy, God, I hate when this shit happens. Oh man, this is one thing I hate. This one thing. This is when I realized that we definitely need hangouts back. Cause I can't do this shit every damn day, every damn review. But okay, let's see that. Done. Join call. Join. Let's see what this is.
And then when he came back, he said he couldn't see me. So
Yeah.
Alright, I see Try now, and I see Ash now.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna share my screen. Yeah, I don't know what happened. That was kind of weird though, but
Yeah, that was so random.
yeah, but it's all good because can y'all can see me, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bad. But about that Psychocillin song, if I'm saying it,
Psilocybin?
yeah, thank you. About that song, yeah. Like I said before, it's known that plant is like known for like healing, pretty much and shit
Right.
like that. So I feel like after the bad trip, there's a need for some healing. So that's pretty much the best way I can say it about that track. Yeah, one of the strongest tracks off this album. Mind y'all, I did not say what my favorite track off this album so far, so y'all be surprised what it is. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's Love in Full Effect. That's the song I like.
Yeah. It's the act that was how you pronounce it? Psychosyllabin.
Psilocybin?
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a chemical found in mushrooms, and it causes you to hallucinate.
Oh.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so like you could tell like this is a trippy album. Like I guess Janae was actually trying these drugs out or whatever. She sounded like she was high doing this song, but
I'm surprised she's not in rehab or some shit. Damn.
Oh yeah.
Shit. I'm
I like the beat. I think it's a nice beat, nice bass line. Like again, like I didn't care for Dr. Chill on the song. I think he messed up the vibe of the song. You know, I don't know. I mean, that's just me. I just felt like it could have been better without him, but it's a dope beat though. I like the beat.
Yeah, psilocybin. It was a good song, good beat, but I feel like I'm learning a lot off this album. Like I'm learning about some stuff I didn't even know.
oh, shit.
It's known as you can't find a mushroom. I'm like, what am I? I'm learning like the I don't know drug lesson off this album.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is so crazy though. This was not a terrible song though. I'll be real.
I feel you. I feel you. And remind me again, how do you say it, Ashley? Just remind me one more time.
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin. All right. Psilocybin. All right. Okay. Then we're going to take a mystic journey, which is a freestyle. This song right here is. Oh, one more thing I want to say about psilocybin. I don't know about y'all, but it just has an Aaliyah feel to it. Would y'all agree with me on that?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't see how it had that vibe. I didn't get that when I was listening to this song.
I guess it was just me. I
I
guess like.
think
Oh, go ahead.
Reg, was you taking psilocybin when you heard this album?
Nah, I was thinking something else though, but uh, but yeah, Mystic Journey is pretty much a song about introspection and healing. Again, it's a freestyle, so she did a thing on that one. No ID actually produced that song. This is actually the only song that No ID did on the album, so that's very interesting.
Yep. I like the beat. It was dope. It don't really sound like a freestyle. It sounds like something that she could have written. But I thought it was a nice little track. You know, it's cool.
Yeah, Mystic Journey was a cool track that kind of has that certain vibe, like a tranquil vibe to it, like you could like meditate to or something like that.
Right.
But my thing is like with all these things like some of the tracks that she put in parentheses freestyle, why didn't she just put it as interlude? That's because what it pretty much sounded like to me.
Right, because she has some tracks that says interlude, some tracks that says freestyles. Like I hate when
Yeah, a lot of
artists do that
freestyle.
shit.
Yeah.
Like
She probably was following that psilocybin when she was doing the album. You know, let stop. I gotta want to do this as a freestyle. I'm gonna do this as an interlude. I just think like maybe it was like too contrived or whatever.
too overstimulated.
Mm.
Pretty much overstimulated.
Yeah.
Man. Huh, another damn freestyle, man. Like picture perfect. So
Could have been known as an interlude right here too.
yeah, pretty much she dedicated this to a current perfect boyfriend, Big Sean, before the scandal happened and stuff.
Some
Yeah, I be hating it when girls be doing some shit like this. I don't know if it's just me, but they get so caught up with this nigga. They get so caught up saying he's perfect, he's everything and shit like that. Then they feel like a fool when the nigga cheats on them and shit. Like they need to learn that nothing is fucking perfect, man.
Ariana did the same thing when she was dating Pete Davidson, and when what's that album? The album I forgot the name. I bought the album too. I forgot the name of the shit. The one that came out last year.
Right.
When she had God is a Woman on there, she made like a whole song dedicated to Pete Davidson, and then as soon as Mac Miller drops dead, they break up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
Shit.
you were so in love with Pete Davidson, you made a whole song about him. All of a sudden, your ex boyfriend dies, and then y'all break up. So like, what was the point of doing that song?
Didn't she also date Big Sean too?
Right? She
Yeah,
dated
she
Big.
did. She did. She dated Big Sean
I
first. Wait, did she
Right.
date Big Sean first, or was it Mac Miller first?
don't know.
Mac. It was Big Sean first. I know Mac Miller was on her very first single, but I don't know if they were dating
Yeah.
like way back. Right. She dated I think she dated Sean first, and then yeah, because right after Sean broke up with Jhene, he was with Ariana.
Mm-hmm.
Sean got that Erica Badu potion on him and shit. Fuck.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Sean got that Erica Badu shit.
Mm.
Oh man.
It's I think that would be different if that's your wife. Like if Jay-Z ever made a song and named it Beyonce, I could see that because they have a family together. Not
Right.
if you just some dude and all of a sudden you think that you in love for the moment and oh I'm gonna make a song about Pete Davidson and then like a month later you break up with the dude. You know what I'm saying? Then he's off
Mm.
dating Kate Beckinsale and shit.
Mm.
I swear niggas be killing me with that shit.
Ugh.
I didn't care for the Pitch Perfect. Was it freestyle? I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't care too much for this one either.
Yeah, it was a bit too sentimental for me, but I can't even be talking because the next song is actually my favorite song, and that's like the most sentimental song here.
Yeah.
Sing to Me.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love this track, man.
Me
Like,
too.
hey, y'all might be surprised though, but y'all might be surprised, but this is actually my favorite track of the album. She sang this with her fucking daughter.
Oh.
Sing to
Yeah.
me, sing to me. Like that shit was hot. I like that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They always have some nice chemistry together and whatnot. I'm surprised that she wasn't on the drugs when she did this fucking song though, but you know.
Oh God.
But the thing I got from this track was the fact that family or her daughter was like the light in her fucking trip and whatnot. So I felt like that was sequenced well. The chorus alone is catchy as hell. Sing to me, sing to me,
Mhm.
sing to me, sing to me,
Yeah.
sing to me. I was like, look at this shit right. Look at this shit right here. And niggas say Blue Ivy is the only daughter with the fucking music career and shit. But yeah. I just like them harmonizing and shit. It's a very dope track. I love this track. Yeah. Very cool track. I love it. And Sing to Me, highly recommended track on this album.
Yes, they're definitely a nice song. I feel like it's like an ode to like all the mothers or like soon to be mothers, and just by her lyrics where she's saying, baby girl, did you know you used to live in my tummy? Baby girl, did you know that I love being your mommy? I liked it, like you said, Reg, like the chorus is catchy. You got the little girl singing. I thought it was nice. She could have did a video for that. I think that would have been dope.
Ooh.
You know, it's a nice song. That was one of the very few bright spots when you get toward like the end of the album.
Right. Wake up, mommy.
Was that her daughter?
You said what?
That her daughter singing?
That's her daughter. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. This was a sentimental song that I thought was so cute with her and her daughter singing together. I love everything from the beat to the piano and then going back and forth going sing
Sing
to
to
me.
me.
I was like, oh yeah.
Oh
It
shit.
really it was really a good one. This is another favorite of mine off this album. I don't care what nobody say. If you don't like, for those who have not listened to this, like please do. It's just so cute. Like come on. There's no possible way anyone can hate this song here. I know that.
For real
Like,
though.
come on.
Shit. Man. So that's fucking Sing to Me. Then we get into Frequency with Mali Music. Um, I like Mali music. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't really care too much for their collaborations like that on this album. I kind of expected something a little better. I like where they were going with the song. You know, I like where she was going with the song frequency. You know, she herself talking about meditation and whatnot. Um, no. Excuse me. Not meditation, just like a gospel kind of feel to it and whatnot. But yeah, I didn't really care too much for the collaboration, and I like both artists separately too.
Molly Music is he a he's a the cat from Love and Hip Hop?
No. I don't think it was in Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
He's the one that Jennifer Hudson cheating on her husband with allegedly.
Oh, I remember who you talking about now. Okay.
Okay.
And he's
Yeah,
got
it had like a
No,
gospel feel.
she cheated on him with her fiance. Yeah.
yeah, but
Wow.
he's gospel
That's
now,
Yeah.
crazy.
and he's a gospel singer.
Yeah, that's what tripped me out. I'm like, wait a minute. I heard that name and I'm like, isn't
Oh
he a
shit!
gospel singer?
These gospel motherfuckers, man. This is the Christianity bullshit I be talking about, man. Fuck that.
Mm.
Oh
Mm.
shit! You see, sing about Jesus Christ, you over here being Pastor Wilson and shit.
Oh god.
Yeah, I didn't. It's not one of my favorites. Like it has a gospel feel to it, but I didn't really care for it. I don't even know who Molly Music is.
Hmm.
You know.
Mali music.
Mm. I'm not too familiar with Molly music, but I just only heard the name because of him getting involved with Jennifer Hudson and all that. And um this song is like a forgettable track. I don't even consider it as a favorite as well, so I have nothing else to say on that.
Hmm. Yeah, man. Like, another dope track, a session featuring the legend herself, Brandy, aka
Mm-hmm.
Moesha, aka y'all know what you're getting at. Just talking about like a positive path, meditation and whatnot. I love this
Right.
song. I mostly just love this song just from them going back and forth because their voices do complement one another in a weird way and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And no, this is not the sea appealing or whatever talking and shit. But yeah, this is definitely a dope song and shit. Still waiting on that album, Brandy, but we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I think it was interesting to hear like Brandy with Jhene and it had like a gospel feel again to it, and they're singing about on their way to making it on their way to heaven if they can get out of this house. I
Right.
thought that was it had like a positive message in the song, real soulful. Again, like Jhene Aiko is a soulful singer. I think she's underrated. You never really hear mention her. And this is one of those songs that if you do a song with Brandy, you gotta come with it because Brandy's gonna always come with it. So definitely, she's definitely a legend. I grew up on Brandy in the '90s. Even watching Moesha. So yeah, I think this was a good song.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fucking Brent. It's like her voice gets better with age, in my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, this was a good song here, and I'm glad that she collabed with Brandy. I mean, oh my goodness, it was just a very beautiful song, and like this, the message of it is like positive and feel good, and it has like I don't know, it makes you want to like clear your mind of any bad vibes or negativity that's like in your world, and if you want that, then listen to this song right here, because this will yeah that's the feeling I got off listening to this song. Like it took away all the negative BS I be dealing with like on a daily basis sometimes, but and it put me in a good mood. You can't go wrong with this.
Facts, man. That's a session and a last track off this album, Trip, again featuring Mali Music. Um, a better collab than the previous, but at the same time, I didn't really care too much for their collabs. It pretty much just ends
Right.
off the whole album. And by God, what a goddamn trip this whole album was. Uh, yeah, man. So that's one thing I have to say about Trip. Like, that's very nice way to end off the song and shit. Again, Mali music, dope artist right there.
Yeah, it has like a EDM type of feel to it. You know, I like the lines where Janae's singing on nights like this. I ride, turn the music up to keep from crying. Wait till the sun shine. Please don't let the darkness keep me low. You know, again, I don't know who the hell Molly Music is, but I thought out of this song and compared to the other one, I thought this was like a better, collaboration that she did with him, and a nice way to end the album off.
Right.
Yeah, this was a much better song than Frequency, in my opinion. And I just love the beat to this song. I don't know what it is about it. It just I don't know. I guess just vibe out to that like all day if I wanted to.
Right.
But like I said before, I'm not really familiar with Molly music, so I commend both of them for doing a song like this. And what a better way to end the album off on a good note with this.
I definitely agree with you on that. Overall, in my personal opinion, this is a very it's a dope, but it has its flaws, in my opinion.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
you said what?
I agree. Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
I'm gonna start off with the good. I felt like we seen like a lot of artistic improvement when it comes to Jhene Aiko and whatnot. She's definitely just going through like the motions when it comes to this fucking project and whatnot. I felt like songwriting wise, production wise, she stepped her game up, like adding on a very psychedelic, trippy atmosphere. Um, my only gripe, I have a couple of gripes about this album. I just felt like 22 songs, maybe a bit too long, in my opinion. And if you were gonna do that, I would accept it like a double disc album.
Okay.
Um, I felt like some of the freestyles was not needed, especially if like you already know, like you talking about this person and that person and whatnot. What else? Sequencing could have been a lot better in my opinion, but I just felt like you had the songs. You started off with some songs like "Falling in Love," and then next song "Heartbreak." Next song you falling in love again. It's just like the sequencing could have been a bit better, but I would give it definitely a 4.5 out of 5. I feel like it's a very dope album. And if anyone wants to get into Jhene Aiko's music, I would listen to this album first.
Yeah. Um. I think it's a dope album. You know, with a lot of it. Soulful. She can sing. She's not an artist that she needs to always, use a vocoder machine or auto tune or whatever. She has a dope voice. You know, it's trippy at times, like with the interludes and the screaming and I feel like that could have been left off the album. Um, but I think the album is solid, dope production. You know, she didn't have a whole bunch of collabs on it, and like the 22 songs, she didn't have like a whole bunch of collabs. She had her collabs, here and there, but they were dope. Like I like Sativa with Sway Lee and the Only Love Is Left Alive with Big Sean. That was dope. This Ascension with Brandy, that was real soulful. It had like a gospel feel to it. Sing to Me. I thought that was a cute, adorable song with her daughter. So you can tell like she's family oriented. Like the whole album is basically based off of like her grieving for her brother passing away from cancer, and she's coping with personal stuff and being in a relationship at that time with Big Sean. Even with the short film I watched this morning. I didn't know she had a short film to go with the album, and it's basically about like the same thing. She meets well her name is Penny in the movie. She meets a white guy named Dante, and Dante is just like a traveler. Like he's traveling. He takes like a big road trip, and he happens to stop in her town, and then she's writing poetry on the beach, and then he meets her, and they start talking, he's like, come on this road trip with me. Come on with me. We have some fun. And she's kind of hesitant at first. She doesn't really want to. She doesn't know him. And I mean, and I'm like, you just meet this stranger on the beach. Why would you want to go anywhere with them? You know what I'm saying? I just thought that was weird. But she decides to go on the road trip with him, but she's still thinking about her brother. She's having flashbacks about happier times when her brother was alive. There's a guy in the film that's like actually playing her brother. So the movie is dedicated to her brother. And like along the way on this road trip, like they stop at they stop to get some food. And while they're at the diner, she starts wilding out and she starts and like thinking about like she's taking pills and she's craving her pills and she don't have her pills with her. So she starts wilding out, and then Dante is like, "Well, what's wrong with you? Why you acting so crazy?" And then they go to like a little like a club, and she's dancing with like other people, and Dante is fed up with her, and he leaves, and then she starts going like acting trippy and having these wild thoughts and stuff. Again, thinking about her brother, and then she goes home and she's like, "I don't want to be here." And she has like a vision of her brother talking to her. And that was like the best part of the movie, where like she had like a vision of like her brother's talking to her, and her brother's telling her, "You have to let me go. You got to let me go. You got to live your life, and I'm still here. You're still seeing me because you won't let me go." So he's telling her all this, and she's like, "No, I don't want to let you go. I can't live without you." And she starts crying, and then she he ends up like walking away, and then like she finally accepts the fact that like she finally lets him go. And I like she made peace with it. She made peace with him being not there, but she was still coping with her depression. Like on the album, she was still coping with her depression and being a pill popper and stuff. So I thought the movie, the little short film, was sentimental, and it shows that as an artist, she's not afraid of showing you her human. I mean, that's what these artists are. They're human, and at the end of the day, no matter how much money they have or fame, they all go through problems just like you and me. And I feel like it was good that it's refreshing to see, especially in this day and age. It's refreshing to see an artist that's not afraid of showing her emotional side, or showing you her personal side and what she's going through at that time. And I thought that's what this album reflected on, as well as the short film. And I think it's a solid album. I definitely would give it a 4 out of 5. There's some songs I don't care for, like especially towards the after like tracks 10 or 11, like towards the end of the album, I don't care for some of the songs. But I definitely think the majority of the album was dope. It's solid, and definitely if people haven't checked out her music, definitely start with this album, and then you can work your way back to the Sold Out album and the Sailing Out mixtape. I think she's definitely an underrated artist.
Very well said, bro. Very well said.
Yeah, I rank this album 4.5 out of 5 as well. But like my only issues were like, yeah, with the sequencing and all, and some of those freestyles or whatever she had on there, like she could have really did without those, some of them. And the length of the album, I felt like 22 tracks was like very, very long. But overall, this was a very good album. And this was really my first time listening to the Jhene Aiko album ever. So I would strongly recommend anyone who has never heard of her music or wants to get a glimpse of who she is, you really would not be disappointed with this album, because you really get to see her reveal who she is personally through a lot of the tracks on here. So
yeah, I agree. All right, y'all. Very dope review we definitely did tonight. Thank y'all for the chat, for watching and everything. I felt like we knocked this review out the park, despite, some issues and whatnot, but definitely a very good review, very proud. I'm actually going to definitely call it a night because since I got rained on, I'm going to take me a long, hot shower right quick. So,
All right.
subscribe and everything. And also, this Sunday is the debut of the stand-up comedy special, the stand-up reviews, and I'm going to start off with this masterpiece right here. So,
King.
yeah. And yes, he does have a flower on his head, but with that being said, this is your boy Reg here. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good, safe night. Peace, everybody. Thank y'all.
Peace.
Peace.